Praise the basketball gods because we finally have an end to that Bucks and Magic series. Seriously, if I had to sit through one more game of that, I was going to lose my mind. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out this episode of All In with Ashley Nicole. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the new episodes. And while you're at it, check me out on social media and hit that follow because I post some pretty cool things on there that you won't see on YouTube. Praise the basketball gods because we finally have an end to that Bucks and Magic series. Seriously, if I had to sit through one more game of that, I was going to lose my mind. No offense to Magic fans. Now we can look towards what I'm going to go on record and say will be one of the best series we will get in this year's playoffs. Bucks versus Heat. Now, if you've been following me, you know I've had a love-hate relationship with the Miami Heat for a very long time. As a diehard New York Knicks fan, and especially during those LeBron years. But that's all in the past, and I've grown to, dare I say, even like the Miami Heat. I think what the coaching staff has been able to do with such a young core group of guys has been phenomenal. And it is the reason why I say this with no bias that I think the Miami Heat are the Eastern Conference's dark horse. And I think they are just a dark horse that can outrun the Milwaukee Bucks in a 6 or 7 game series. And here's why. Now, for most people, especially Heat Nation, the fact that you're coming off of a sweep is enough to boost your confidence going into round 2 against the Bucks. Me, I have a love-hate relationship with sweeps. Yes, the Miami Heat have had plenty of time to charge, reset, if you will, and prepare for the Bucks. But sweeps are a blessing and a curse. The blessing, you get to reset and recharge, which is much needed, especially when you're playing every other day. But the curse, you are a little rustier than your opponent, in this case the Bucks, who are just coming off of their series with Orlando. But stepping away from the trivial things and getting into the deep logistics of the game, let's look at the way that the Miami Heat play defense. Miami is a defensive machine courtesy of Coach Spo and the entire coaching staff down in the 305. It's what they pride themselves on. Offensively, Miami is number 2 for the most three-pointers in the NBA. Now, looking at the Bucks stats, they do give up a lot of three-pointers. Not so much of a problem when you're playing the Magic, but definitely a problem when you're playing a team loaded with shooters. I've said this before, but Miami has the unique ability to not have to rely on that one guy, or not have just that one guy. You know, the one guy who the other team knows is going to take the shot, or the other team knows is going to always have the ball in his hands through most of the game. Miami doesn't have that problem. They can hit you from every corner with a number of people. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Goran Dragic, Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Hero. I mean, the list goes on, and that's what makes them so dangerous. Now, switching gears to Milwaukee, the shooting around Giannis has improved drastically since that disastrous Game 1 against Orlando, and Giannis is back to dominating the game once again. But let's call a spade a spade. He is dominating, or he was dominating, against the Orlando Magic. And I stand by my statement where I said that this Bucks team, since the NBA restart, is a lot different than the Bucks we saw during the regular season. That big bad Bucks team that everyone was afraid of. That same big bad team that the Miami Heat actually beat twice during the regular season. Now, the regular season does not matter when it comes to the playoffs. The game slows down, the competition intensifies. In fact, the only time that the regular season will matter to me in a playoff series is if my Knicks get back there, because I need something to hold on to in case we get swept. But in this series, that's neither here nor there, but it's going to be an interesting reference point. Now, the real elephant in the room is Giannis and his supporting cast. And here's the thing, I don't think that he has a consistent supporting cast to get the job done. Giannis cannot do it alone. We need Bledsoe and we need Middleton to step up their game every single night. They are the key to beating Miami. But if I'm giving you my prediction, which I will stand by whether right or wrong, hello Portland Trail Blazers, shedding a small tear for that. I don't think that this Milwaukee Bucks team can be the consistent, well-oiled machine needed to beat the Miami Heat. Now, that's not to say that this is going to be a sweep. Far from that. I have it going 6 games, if not the whole 7. But don't sleep on the boys from the bottom of the rock. That's the 305, in case you don't know the lingo. I'm with Jimmy Butler. I think that this team can surprise a lot of people. And I think we've only just begun to see what they can do this postseason.